First has live team coverage tonight, and we start with Tori Cooper at the Fulton County Courthouse. And Tori, this new indictment, it is totally separate from the potential charges that could stem from Fulton County District Attorney Bonnie Willis.
That's right, Sean. We want to make that very clear that it is completely separate. But legal experts tonight say that this third indictment contains some of the most serious charges so far, including allegations of criminal misconduct while the former president was still in office. A federal grand jury has issued an indictment of former President Donald Trump related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Special counsel Jack Smith has charged Trump with 4 felony counts: conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction or an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights.
My office will seek a speedy trial so that our evidence can be tested in court and judged by a jury of citizens.
Smith contends that Trump knowingly spread lies about the election in order to destabilize the country and spread mistrust about the outcome of the election. The indictment also states that Trump and 6 co-conspirators attempted to get Vice President Mike Pence to reject the electoral results as they were counted on January 6th, leading to the storming of the Capitol.
As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election.
Trump's campaign issued a statement calling the indictment election interference, implying it is being done to keep him out of the White House. Previous indictments have done little to change how Republican voters view Trump, something he has bragged about in campaign speeches.
These are ridiculous indictments, and all they're doing is hoping for massive election interference. That's all they want to do.
Trump is scheduled to appear in court in Washington, D.C. on Thursday. Now, Trump's allies are calling the special counsel's probe a double standard and abuse of power by the Justice Department. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta tonight, I'm Tori Cooper, Atlanta News First.
This latest indictment happening as the Fulton County District Attorney decides whether or not to bring her own charges. Atlanta News First Alan Devlin joins us in the studio for more on that part of the story.
Yeah, Sean, we're watching every single moment leading into what happens next here in Fulton County. But first, Georgia getting several mentions in today's federal indictment that anchor Tori Cooper was just talking about. Today's 45-page document, and Atlanta News First went through all 45 pages, says Trump made knowingly false statements regarding the election results in Georgia immediately before the January 6th event. The indictment also says Trump falsely claimed 10,000 dead voters voted here in Georgia, even after Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger explained that was false. The indictment also mentions the November lawsuit Trump filed against Governor Brian Kemp, alleging claims of voting machine issues. And bringing it right back here to Georgia, preparations already underway for that looming indictment here as the Fulton County District Attorney weighs bringing charges against the former president. Law enforcement told to remain alert, and physical barriers, just see them right here, placed outside the Fulton County Courthouse in anticipation of what could be scores of crowds in response. We are now officially in the window for when that announcement could be made through the rest of the month here, honestly. And that is something, of course, Sean and Rick, we are keeping our eyes on across the entire news team as all eyes in the nation turn to Fulton County.
All right, Alan, thank you. The latest indictment involving former President Donald Trump will continue to develop for months to come, and a decision from Fulton County is expected soon. To get alerts sent directly to your smartphone, download the free Atlanta News First app.